Well, it's November 12th. I came into a completely different spot this morning that I hadn't been to this year. I used to run some cameras in here, scattered it, hunted a little bit. Seems like there's always a bunch of does in this area. So, it being the rut, having does is not a bad thing. I'm kind of scrambling, trying to figure something out. One of the deer I've been hunting this week, I found out yesterday that somebody killed him. And there ain't really another deer in there in that area that I really want to target. I mean, there may be one, but not one that I'm aware of. So I just decided to take a shot in the dark and come here this morning. I have no idea if there's anything worth a dang in here, but it's November and you gotta just be in the woods. This is a pretty spot though. I'm set up right on the edge of the river. There's this little point that comes out that does usually bed on. My idea was to get in here early and beat them to it. And maybe there'll be some bugs come through here checking on them. My wind is perfect for this spot too. It's blowing right across the river. It doesn't happen very often here. So when it does, I usually try to hunt it at least once a year, but I have no idea if there's anything in here this year. Well, it's after 9:30. It's getting close to 10. I ain't seen a thing. No squirrels, no deer, no nothing. I ain't heard any acres dropping. Nothing. I think I'm gonna climb down and scout around. I hate just coming into a spot and climbing up in a tree and not knowing what's around. Just kind of feel like I'm wasting my time. That time would be better spent finding a better spot. So I'm gonna back up, climb down, see what I can see. Well, it's November 13th. Today is the last day of this permit hunt I've got. It's around 10:30. I slept in this morning. I needed a little bit of extra rest. I've kind of been wearing myself out, but plus it was raining pretty good this morning. Not that I'm opposed to hunting in the rain, just I didn't feel like it this morning. But I'm on the road. I'm headed back over here for one last hunt. I did have a pretty good deer show up yesterday, middle of the day. And then I had a lot of activity through yesterday afternoon and last night. It appears to be on my camera that there may be a doe coming in heat. There's a bunch of bucks running around. I got a bunch of pictures of a doe just, blurred in front of this camera. This is in a spot that I have not hunted this year. This camera's actually been out since last June or July. It's a cell camera. It's got lithium batteries and it's still running. So I have not been in there in a long time, but I'm still getting pictures off this camera. So anyways, it's a pretty good hike in there. It's, I don't know, 1.75 miles or so. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to set up and hunt it. It's been raining, so the woods are nice and damp, nice and quiet. So I think it's a perfect opportunity. I got a good wind to just still hunt my way in. I've got my little turkey hunting chair. I'm going to strap it to the pack, and then, I'm just going to slip my way in there, find a good place to sit up on the ground that I can see in this area that seems like there may be a hot doe, and just see what we can see. I don't know. I'm not gonna bring the saddle, not gonna bring sticks, not gonna bring any of that stuff. Just gonna hunt on the ground, and I may sit down in several different spots along the way. You know, just kind of work my way in there real slow once I get to kind of where I want to be. But I don't know. It's kind of a last-ditch effort. At least I'm going to be out there trying. I know there was some deer in the area yesterday, which is more than I got to go on for a lot of the stuff I've been hunting. So since I am going to be hunting on the ground, it's going to be kind of hard to film a lot of it. We'll try to put my GoPro on my gun. But if I get a shot opportunity, it's probably not going to be the best footage, but I'll do the best I can. All right, I made it out of here. It's almost 12 noon. I'm just going to kind of slip hunt my way in. My scope GoPro mount doesn't work on this gun. I didn't realize that, so I got it hooked on my backpack. That's going to be the best it gets. I'd love to be able to get a shot on camera while I'm slipping, but when I get set up, I'm going to try to find a place I can put my camera arm. Maybe on a tree next to me or something so I can film, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to slip through here and see if we see any deer or sign. I just bumped into a deer. I don't know if it seen me, but I was being quiet, moving slow, and it was upwind of me. Could be some chasing going on. I'm gonna slip up there and see if I can see a little bit. When you're slip hunting, there is no destination. And that you are hunting. I have to constantly remind myself that. Because I feel like I start rushing. Like there's somewhere I need to be. But the truth is you're always where you need to be. And if you make it somewhere to sit up, then great. And if not, you're hunting the whole time. I just have to remind myself that. I think it's important for everybody out there to also remind themselves there's no rush. If you think you're going too fast, slow down, you probably are. Well, it's almost 3 o'clock. I'm finally set up, and things aren't exactly ideal. I started slipping in here at 11:30. You know, the plan, take it slow, hunt my way in, look for sign. Well, it took me 3.5 hours to slip my way in here. About a little over 2 miles. I got all the way in here. And there's somebody a few hundred yards from the edge of this thick stuff that I was planning on hunting outside of. I don't know if they walked in here. There was one truck in the whole parking area. It's a big area. I don't know if they walked in here or if they came in for private. But that kind of changed my plan because I was planning on hunting outside of it. But since they're already here, I decided to dive in here in the middle of this stuff. And I get in here, and I guess the good thing is that the sign is excellent. It's the best I've seen. The scrapes are all open. They're big. There's rubs all over the place. But I just don't know if I'm going to see anything. So there's somebody else in here, and you know, the way I came in here, good thing is I was quiet. The wind's okay. But shows up. A couple of those were pretty big pigs, man. I thought about shooting one, but I really wanted a deer, man. It's just seems like all I can see is hogs this year, but this place is overrun with them. Maybe I should have shot one, but hunting on the ground like this, I was kind of worried that number one, they'd run me over. I'm gonna start packing up. It's pretty well in the shooting light here. That's it for the permit hunt. I'm gonna do some hunting at the least this week, and then I'll probably pick the bow up and get back out on some other public, and hopefully at some point I'll find a deer. Don't know. I didn't kill a buck last year. It was one of the first years ever, and or since my first one. I really want a buck this year. I may have to just drop my standards a little bit and kill one at the least. But anyways, I'll catch y'all next time.